Al, looked like they had you posting up some mismatches early in this game. How big of a game plan was that to get you posting up? You obviously haven't done a lot of that this year.
It really wasn't part of the game plan. I just think that, one of those times Jason was like, hey, get in the post, and he felt like I had a matchup, so, he threw it to me, and, I made an aggressive move. And after that, I just was trying to be a little more aggressive, getting to the basket. So it wasn't really part of the plan. That's how it initiated.
And you had a few celebrations after a couple of those. Just a lot of energy showing off from you in this one. So what were you kind of feeling out there going into this one and then making some of those plays in this game?
Yeah, I think you could, in the Garden tonight, you could feel that energy. And for me, it was important from the beginning that I came out and set the tone for our group. And I felt like, I was able to do that early on, and we really did a good job of staying the course and feeding off the energy from the crowd.
Joe talked about being able to play through chaos. You guys kind of had to overcome a lot in this one, from the Steph 3 at half court to some of your own mistakes down the stretch. What allowed you to play through that chaos and kind of keep going through that? And
I feel like it's our mindset. I really feel like this year we've taken a step as a group, being a little more mature, handling situations, good or bad, just continuing to play through. And it showed tonight because, we had some huge mistakes, down the stretch and the regulation and overtime. And to be able to overcome that and stay the course, not get down on ourselves and thinking about just the next play, that's what we did. And, I was encouraged to see that from our group, but I feel like we've been much better at that this year.
Al, along the same lines, chaos, like maybe earlier in the game where Jalen and Jason were not hitting shots, you had to step up, Marcus. What's to say about this team to, when the stars aren't going, they took over late. For those guys, the other guys, to kind of step up and kind of hold things together until the other guys can come in and do what they do?
I just think we're, you said it best. I think we're a team. We're trying to play the right way. And even though maybe Jason wasn't scoring early or Jalen, but I feel like they were making the right plays. They were passing the ball. We hit some shots, some of them we didn't. But they are trying to play the right way. They're trying to play to win. And eventually, they got their opportunities and they were able to score. But it was important for the rest of us to get it going and take advantage of what the defense was giving us, because that's what happened.
Is there something about the Warriors specifically that kind of brings out those? Like you guys, like you said, you made a bunch of bad mistakes down the stretch. You were able to overcome them. But what is it about the Warriors that kind of creates that level of chaos?
Well, you have to give them credit. They're a great defensive team. They're a team that knows their strengths. They know how to play. They don't foul. They're very solid. And I think people get caught up in the offense with them a lot of the time. The reality is that they're a really good defensive team. Those are kind of some of the things that they do. They speed up the game, so you got to give them credit.
Do any of the storylines that we sort of create in the media, like, how does that affect how you guys approach the game? Like, oh, it's a chance to get revenge, or, a rematch sort of the finals, or even the fact that the Warriors haven't won a lot of road games on the road. Like, does that make you guys change your approach to how you prepare?
I personally, I'm not really looking at any. Think people are putting, no offense, but my biggest thing is, it's a big game. I wanted to come out here and I wanted to win. I wanted to win really bad. So absolutely, it's a regular season game. It's just one game. It's over. but it's an important game.
And is that due to you playing them in the finals?
Obviously, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, no, I don't want to mean it, but yeah, I mean, for sure, they beat us. Give credit and credit is due. They were the better team, but there's a new season, it's a new year, and I was pretty bummed I got to miss the first one, and I was very glad that I was here for this one tonight.
On a night where you didn't shoot well for most of the game, you generated 52 points in the paint almost entirely from operating in the half court. What'd you make of the team's ability to diversify the offense tonight?
I was just, proud of our group just staying resilient because, to your point, we weren't hitting threes, and we also weren't really settling that much. So we made sure that we made that we had to figure out other ways to score, and having Rob out there and his energy and having putbacks and offensive rebounds and things like that. Those things are good for us, get us going, makes us feel good as a group. So it was just finding another way to get it done.
I have two. Can you take us through the chase down block, and does that go along with just how badly you wanted to win this game?
In the first half,
yeah.
I mean, just you're competing. I'm just out there competing, and this type of game, at least to me, it felt like a playoff type game. The intensity, that's what I mean by it. So those type of plays are important, and it's just trying to win.
What kind of mental challenge was this game, and how important was it for you guys to get this win? I think, does it feel like a hurdle that you needed to get over?
I mean, I just think it was important. It was important for our group, but more than anything, Coach just wanted us to compete. At the end of the day, he wanted us to compete at a high level. We were going to live with the results. If we lost, look at it, learn from it. Obviously, we wanted to win, and we came out on top. But for us, more than anything, is to continue to get better as a group and play a certain way. And we showed that we were able to weather the storm and stay with it and finish the game.